Hey guys, today we're going to be building this deck bench. It sits on top of this little 14, 16-inch retaining wall. It's a pretty easy project, so let's get started. First, if you look closely at my shirt, you'll notice, or you will not notice, a mic anywhere. So that's why you can't hear the words coming out of my mouth. And yes, I was born in 1971. So what I'm saying here is I'll call it the rib that supports the bench, and it's just two pieces of a 2x4, pressure treated 2x4 with a butt joint, and that back piece is sitting on top of the seat piece at, I believe it was 7 degrees. And if I were to make this over again, I would probably maybe increase it to like 8 or 9 degrees because 7 wasn't that comfortable. It was okay, but it wasn't great. And I'm cutting these pieces on the miter box just because it's easy to do it with a repeatable process. And this is my brother, and he is just digging out all of the high spots in this planter retaining wall. And what we're going to do once we get all of those spots out, we're also going to dig a little trench in the back there, and I'm going to screw a pressure treated 2x4 to that back retaining wall, and that 2x4 is what the rest of the bench is going to sit on. So those bottom pieces are going to make contact with the front retaining wall, and then that 2x4 ledger at the back of the retaining wall. And it's also going to be secured to those two pieces. So that's what's going to hold the whole bench in place. So here you can see I've cut and put together all of my ribs, and then I'm just going to plank it with 5/4 by 6 inch pressure treated decking. Now, if you want to fancy it up, you can use, Trex, or you can use a hardwood, a mahogany, you can use cedar, you can use, whatever you want. But since this deck is pressure treated already, that's what I went with. Now, those backrest 2x4 supports are joined to the seat 2x4s with two screws toe-nailed front and back. You could probably pocket screw it too if you wanted to. No one's ever going to see it, so it really doesn't matter. Now, when I was holding up that rib in the start of this video, you'll notice there was one of those Tico plates there. And I put one of those on each end section, each end rib, just for more support. It probably doesn't need it, but I just added it for some extra reassurance. All right, so now I'm just marking a square edge on the end of the decking, and I marked it 1.5 inches longer on both sides. In case I don't like the way it looks, I can pack it out with a 2x4, and then it will be a flush fit. If it doesn't make sense now, you'll see later because I actually end up packing it out. All right, so now I'm just pre-drilling with a countersink bit, and then I'm going to secure the decking to the ribs with some, I think they were 2 inch coated deck screws. And I'm just doing two per rib all the way down the board. So if you're new to this channel, it's normally focused on furniture making and furniture making techniques, but for the next few videos I have coming out, it's more focused on carpentry. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider subscribing. I have a commercial door replacement that I'm doing, a small porch deck, and a really sweet high-end shed I'll be doing a video on. So consider subscribing if you're interested in that, and if you like what you're seeing now, give it a like. Thanks. All right, so now I'm just using some shims to shim the backrest planks up about 3/16 to 1/4 inch. And that's just so any debris doesn't get stuck in that crack there. Hopefully it'll just pass right through and you won't get a buildup between that angle. And again, I'm just going to pre-drill with the countersink bit and then secure it to the backrest rib with a coated deck screw. Now, for each subsequent plank that's going on top of this one, I'm just going to space it with a screw instead of the shim. The reason why I didn't use the screw on the bottom was it kept rolling and it was just a pain, so the shim was just easier. Now, here's another one of those flat Tico plates that I showed in the beginning that was on the rib. This is the opposite end now. I'm just adding it just for some extra strength. Again, it probably doesn't need it, but I guess better safe than sorry. Okay, next we're going to lift the whole structure and set it in place. And the reason why we're doing it now before it's fully planked is we need to have the ribs exposed so that we can secure them to that back wall and the top of the front wall. Now, I'm not going to go too crazy securing it. The weight of it will keep it in place for the most part. I'm just going to secure the end ribs and maybe two of the middle ribs, and that should be more than enough to keep it from moving around. And to secure it, again, I'm just using, I think, 3-inch coated decking screws, and I'm just toe nailing it into the retaining wall. Once it's secure, I'm just going to continue attaching the planks to the structure with the 2.5-inch decking screws. All right, so while I finish screwing this up, I have a request for you folks out there. But first, I'm going to give a little background for the newbies. So I worked in IT for most of my life up until 2019. In 2019, the small company I was working for lost a lot of its business due to the pandemic, and I had gotten furloughed. Now, my father is a contractor, and in the summers and just all throughout my life, I'd work for him, here and there, and I, picked up the trade, and I like making things, I like building things. And in 2019, when I got laid off, I started watching YouTube, like many of you, and I saw Blacktail Studios river tables, and I thought they were really cool looking. And I made a couple of those, and then I did some other woodworking projects, and I've never stopped. I never went back to my corporate job. So I try to mainly do furniture, and like the beginning of this year, I had a bunch of mantles, a bunch of bar tops, and then business dried up, so I had to go back to doing some carpentry. But at least one or two projects a year I like to do just for myself, a furniture project just for myself. It doesn't have to be for a client. So that is my request. If you guys have any ideas on something you'd like to see me build, throw it in the comments. And if I get enough requests for any one thing, we'll see if we can do a video on it. All right. Thanks a lot for the help. All right, so it looks like we're on our last plank here. Just going to get that fastened up. There's actually going to be one more on the top. So if you look at the seat, on the bottom of that seat, I have that return plank that goes down. The top is going to get the same thing. There's going to be a piece that goes flat on the top, a return, if you will. But we didn't have that board on hand when I was doing this. We threw a 2x6 up there just to see how it looked, but we didn't have the 5/4 inch decking. So I don't have that in the video. And also, if you look at the side there, so you can see where the 5/4 overhangs the frame. My brother didn't like how that looks, so we actually cut another 2x4 to fill that in so it was flush, both on the bottom and the side, the backrest side, and it looked a lot nicer like that. So that's how it was in the final version. So I have a few still photos of how it looks when it was finished. Like I said, I just missed those couple of little additions. So there we are. There it is at night. I think it came out pretty good, and thanks for watching.